Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Factorio and our Bat Challenge. That is the Bob's Angels 1000 Challenge. Let's go running and racing and yeah, look, see there, the robots are on their way. They're making deliveries and they're bringing all of this lot over. So I've got the production blocks in here. I've already got 1,000 of those in there. I'm gonna take 1,000 of them, so then I've got those for absolutely ages. The hold up, it would seem, is these. Motor 2. I've got 100 and... they're just slow bringing them over. There's not very many in the system. So my main issue is I just don't have the electronics blocks. I've got 15 electronics blocks. I'm going to need more than that. I am definitely... Oh, wait a minute. I know where I'm making those. I know where I'm using those. That's just down here in this box. There, I got 117 of them in there. If I take those, that 100, they'll eventually bring some more over. It might take them a little while to just fill in that final request, but they will be able to bring them over and deal with them. I want cabling in there. I've got 4 cables. Do I even need those? You know, it doesn't matter. Right now, we're not exactly pressed for space, so we're fine on that. Let's go back over this side. Now, I started to build some of these. I've now got oil and gas. I've got plenty of these. So, I'm gonna do 3. I'm gonna start off by doing 3 of these. Let's put them down on the belt down here, because I'm gonna be using a lot of these. Ah! One more thing. To go back and get some belts a second. Now, wait just a minute. You in here, you're waiting on bronze plate. Bronze plate has stopped. I've got no bronze plates coming in. I'm requesting bronze plates, but I got none. There's a problem with bronze plates here somewhere. I've got them. They're all fine over to here. Everything else is built back. That's filling up. None of these are going to work without bronze plates. Let's have 100 of those. So why are what's happened to the bronze? Something has choked the little bronze. Where are my bronze? Where did I have that being smelted? I need to... Oh, wait, there it is. I got some patches there. Where was it? There, right, bronze. Why is that bronze not working? Looking right at it, it's just here. Alright. You in here. Copper ingots. Oh, they're coming from the... Oh! Oh! The copper... The only reason I'm not getting it is because the copper is all going through here and it's feeding into the system in here. And it's essentially, I've only done that in order to keep the copper running. So I think in order to do this properly, I want to get rid of these blast furnaces here. I just want to upgrade them. So there's an easy way to do that. I'll just build 2 blast furnaces. If I go there, 1, 2, like that, very quickly, knock them together, and then go 1, 2, like that. Just a little bit faster. That's now 1.5 instead of 1. I'm hoping that's going to produce enough of those that will then get the bronze that we want building up. The rest of this over this side is... That's just kind of backed up and waiting, as there's nothing over there that I need to worry about. And it's now using up the copper. Right. That's absolutely fine. And that means that I now have the copper bars coming in here, which is making the bronze plates, which are coming down into here, which are then going in and building everything that we need them to be building. Right, that's good. That's fine. And I also want to go into here. I've got 1 single basic transport belt there. 1 to make that yellow transport belt there. And here, I just want the 1 to make that one. On that one and turn that into one of those, yeah. So now I'm not carrying around a grey... I don't even know why I was carrying a grey transport belt around. There. So that just needed a little bit of a tweak on that, just to keep that one moving. I won't upgrade the rest of the stuff on the copper because I don't want that going any faster anyway. I've got now my underground belts. I've got everything else that I could possibly want to make all of this work. Let's see if we can actually get the oil and gas production underway now, shall we? Yeah? We've been messing around. We've been hinting at this for absolutely ages, and I still haven't actually gone and done it. So, back up here. All the way, off we go, and we're going to do it right in this area right here. I'm going to do up like that. I'm going to put you there. Always leave a gap. Alright, where those arrows come out, you need to have these running out separate, and you need this precise pattern. You want to go like this. Right, like that. And that one goes over to there, and then you drop back down. Yeah? You see what I'm doing here? And what this is going to do is it's going to keep each separate pipe connected up. Oops, not that one. Each separate pipe connected up into this same system, and then that one's going to come out over to there. There. So I've got all underground pipes going underneath all of it, and then I can do 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1 into there. Now have a look over this side. I can choose natural gas separation, raw gas, condensate, sulfuric wastewater. That turns natural gas into those 3 items. Or I can go oil separation, which gives me raw gas, crude oil, sulfuric wastewater. Both of these per 100 gives 10 sulfuric wastewater, which is going to give us a supply of sulfur, which is something that we end up wanting to use over in battery production, namely for making this. Now, this has started to slow down a bit. I've got electrolytes 183,000 in there, so we're kind of doing all right with electrolytes. Over this side, I've got very, very little sulfur dioxide gas coming out, and then that is then turning into sulfuric acid on there, which is then getting turned into the electrolytes, which we're using for the batteries over here. So it's kind of limited. At the moment, the fluids are not really much of a problem because it's only just using up a bit, but I'm going to be needing a lot more sulfuric acid. To get that, I have to have the sulfur dioxide gas, and to get that, I need sulfur. And one way you can do that is through that sulfuric wastewater. That is one of the byproducts of this, of all of this oil, and that's a really, really good thing. So I just want to find sulfuric wastewater in here a minute. It's that one, sulfuric wastewater. It's the yellow one, and go to usage in here. I can stick it into a barrel. I can break it down into mineralized water, more purified water, and some sulfur right in there. I can use it to make blue algae, which is something that I will need later. That's not a process that, well, we haven't even learned that one yet. But that's another one. So we're going to want to try to store as much sulfuric wastewater as we can, because we're going to be using it. And then it's also something that is used in this process here, although we can end up making our own sulfuric wastewater from this process. So that's kind of like a recurring one. With all of the fish and everything. But we can't do the fish and stuff until we've done more exploration. We need to explore and find all of the open stuff. So that's the waste water that we'll be getting from there. And then the crude oil, we break that down into 3 separate oils. And then the raw gas and the gas condensates, that's for like other things. But anyway, I want to go in there. Natural gas. I want that one in there. Copy that out. So I've got these 2 in here. Sulfuric waste water is the one that comes out of this up here. So I'm going to remove that pipe. I'm going to have these 3 over here. I'm going to take a double tank up as high as I can take it. That's going to go to there. I'll remove that underground pipe, and then that one's going to go over there like that. So this now, if I click on that, it doesn't have anything going into it at the moment because nothing's powered or charged or got anything coming in. That's sulfuric wastewater going into there. Then I'm going to want the gas condensates. Gas condensates, I'm going to move get rid of that pipe on that side, and the gas condensates, I'm going to bring those over here. And I'm going to put them close together in here. I'm going to put 2 tanks in there. I'm going to remove that underground pipe, and I'm going to put that straight into the side of there. That is gas condensates going into there. I'm going to need to do something else with the gas condensates and try to start using them up fairly rapidly. I don't like to void any part of this off. It just feels like a real waste. And then the final thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to bring a tank up here. I'm going to do a double tank. This is what I do. I'll put double tanks down everywhere. All right, I put a lot of double tanks. Sometimes I will put a triple tank, as I'm going to do right now. Maybe even more than that in certain cases, but not usually. I'll remove the 2 side pipes from there, and I'm just going to have one coming out of the middle. It's going to go straight up into there, and that's going to be the actual raw gas that is going into these 3 tanks joined here. I do this so that I've got a large amount of every gas and liquid that I produce. I have a large amount of reserve of it. And I've found this to be an invaluable thing. It's very good for allowing buffers, because it's difficult to keep a track on everything all the time. And this just kind of like helps ease that pressure just a little bit. Last thing that I want to do over here is just join those 3 together like that, and then do a join on here over that way. Finally, I want to plan where I'm going to bring the line up. I've got natural gas in here. This is where we've got our natural gas. At the moment, I have got 800,000 natural gas in there, in those 4 tanks. And if we zoom out a little bit, I've got another 71,000 left in that patch. I haven't got very much. I got less than 1 million in total, which isn't very much at all. So that can process, and it'll go into these tanks that we've got up here, and it'll use up just about all of it. But I need to get it from here over to where I am up there. Alright, I've got to bring it up round through here. And I'm thinking the best way to do that is going to be across here. I'll bring it from there. I'll actually just bring it out from there. I'll extend that one out, and I'll bring you along this way. I'm going to bring it down by 1, so actually you want to come down here, and we'll run that. Yeah, that can run all the way along here, and it can go up next to these pipes. That'll be fine, up to this point. And then we can go all the way straight up there, up to this point. So it's running next to that coal belt, all the way up to here, and then we'll come back in. So I'm not going in the middle. I'm not cutting across any of my ore fields or anything like that. I am going to want more than just 30 copper pipes that go to the ground for this little job. So I'm going to go over this way now, and I'm going to just get a few more copper pipes, and that is in the copper construction zone. Something that I absolutely love that's happening right here right now. Those are completely full. This one here is done. It's full. I don't need any more in there. This one in here is not full, but we don't really need any more than those, so I'm going to stop it at that point. And then this one here, I will put it to that point as well, so that I won't get any more than that being stored in there. Yeah, it'll take them a little while to build up to that, but that doesn't really matter. Now, onwards and downwards, because we need to go and find... what was it I was going after? I don't remember what I was going for now. I have completely forgotten. Issue. I have... Oh, copper pipes. Copper pipes. That's what I was going for. Goodness me. There we go. Underground copper pipes. That's what I was going for. And I'm going to need a few of these. I'll take 150. Hopefully that'll be enough. And I'll grab another 100 of those while I'm here. Okay. Then we can go trotting back over towards the natural gas, and I can go and do something with that. Now, those there, I've got these being stored in this. I've got 18 of them on me. I'm not even sure that I need to be carrying these copper servo motors around. I probably do. As soon as I ditch them, I'll want them. This is a problem. There's so many separate components for everything that you kind of need a few of absolutely everything that exists, and then you never really know what you can get rid of and what you can't. And you're always sort of trying to second-guess yourself as to whether you can get rid of any of these items. So you are going to go there like that, and then I'm going to put that piece of pipe onto there, and then I'm going to take a piece of copper pipe right here, and I'm going to start running. Right, that's going to have to go there so that we can get underneath this lot. Start doing a little bit of planning on this. Right, now I can bring this in a straight line all the way along here. It's not interfering with any other pipes. That's going to go to there. The next one's going to go up here, and I'm going to put a double pipe onto there, and then we're going to go up this way like this. So that one is going to go to there. And I'm going to run up in a straight line as high as I can go. It's not as high as I can go. It's... Okay. That's not going to cross over there. I have to put that one down there and I'll bring it up that way. And then I'll go on up a little bit further. If I step out across here like this. And I do that. Ooh, I'm going faster now. Right. And that's taken me up to this point on the belt. I will run this pipe. Actually, I'm going to go to the top side of the belt right here, and then I'm going to turn it, and I'm going to do that. Bring that one over, and then I'll come all the way across over to here, and that's where I'm going to go up, is into the center of that one. And put that one there. Boom. Right. I've now got gas, natural gas, going up to here. I got 811,000 litres in that piped network right there. All I've got left to do is join that and that. And I now have oil and gas separator working on there and building up that lot. Petrochem refinery. I've got just level 1 oil and gas separators. That's all I've got at the moment. So then we've got steam crackers in here. We've got gas refineries. That's going to be the next step in the process. It's going to take this. It's that bit there that we're going to want the gas refinery on. And it's going to work higher up. The gas condensates. I actually want to go and have a look at the gas condensates. And I can't remember that. I don't think there was a great deal of stuff. You can get rid of it. This is the one that you want to use. Gas condensates, you want to cycle that back in and mix it back in with crude oil. And so that you get a different mixture of base mineral, fuel oil, and naphtha. It's those three that you sort of end up with lots and lots of. And I did end up burning off one of these. I think it was naphtha. I ended up burning off one of them anyway. Oil residuals. You end up saving up a lot of those to start with, and then you suddenly find yourself wanting a whole load of them a bit later on. Gas condensates also mix with natural gas liquids, which is the second stage of the process, in order to get the methane, ethane, and butane. But I'm not up to that yet. Advanced gas processing, I'm not going to be up to that until I've gone through all of this lot right here. So we're making our very first tentative steps into all of the oil and gas processing, but as you can see, it's a mind-bogglingly complex process where everything all mixes in together and you're never really quite sure which way is up. So we're making raw gas at the moment, and I want to do something with that. And then the only thing that I can do with it is I can process it further in a gas refinery. That's going to give me natural gas liquids and acid gas. So that's the next step that I want to do. We will ignore this bit down here, these gas condensates. They're just going to accumulate into there. The raw gas is going to accumulate into here. If we go and take a look down this way, I've got unlasting oil patches. If I didn't have that, these would basically just keep going forever and ever without ever running out. But I don't like that. So I've got 70,000 litres left on here. And then that's it. 70,000 units, I'm assuming litres. That's everything. I don't have any more available on there. Because I don't like eternal gas wells or oil wells or anything. I like them to be finite. So that's why I have that in there. It just really irritates me having them go forever. Because you can't use them up. I want to get rid of them. I want to use them up and be done with. Right, oil and gas separator. So I need a gas refinery next. I'm going to, with these, I'm actually going to make 5 of them because I will be using this not only for what I'm pulling off of here, but it'll end up, we'll be using them from the oil refining section as well. So we will take all 5 of these gas refineries, and we're going to end up using this for some other stuff. It is a gas refinery that I wanted this for, isn't it? Usage in here, gas refinery. Right, let's just double check on that. Before I go blundering off too fast, gas refinery level 1. And then I've got the oil refinery, which is another one that we're going to need to make. Right, have you. I'm going to make 5 of these. I'm going to have to put these down here. We'll go up a little bit from the production line here, the robot line, so that I'm not in the way of those. I'm going to keep back a little bit from the sulfuric wastewater. So I've got a bit of room for just moving that up if I want to, or doing something else with it. And then I need to make sure I leave a gap of 1 in between each of these, like that, so that then I've got the output pipes coming up. Now, with the item that we're making, the very basic one, natural gas liquids, I can split natural gas liquids into methane, ethane, and butane. That I can already do. And then I've got raw gas, which makes acid gas and natural gas. Acid gas, I can't really use that at the moment, but it's another one that I want to store up because I'm going to want to use it later. You sense a recurring pattern here? Yeah, there's a lot of these things that you do want to use later. And I didn't know just how much I needed to use later in the first time I played this through for myself. So I would burn everything off with flare stacks. Like, if I didn't need it immediately, I just burned it off. And whilst, there's plenty of ways to work around that, and you do find alternatives later for everything that you make, it still ended up being a little bit inconvenient to start with. I'm going to leave you there for a minute. You know what? That would actually have been better if it was over this way by 1 point. Because that way, that one would have been slap bang into... I'm going to do that. As I'm building this, and I've only literally just started, I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to put that... I'll move everything over by 1 square. Which means that all of these are in the wrong place. So I'm actually going to have to go and build them all again to start with. Gas refinery. Yeah, 2, 3, 4, 5. There. Right, gas refinery. I'm going to put that one down there. Gas refinery. And that one is going to go there. Like that. So that's dead center coming up from there. And then the rest of them, we will... I'm going to do that. The rest of them, I will then move these out onto the side. Like that. So my gas refinery, my first recipe that I'm going to want to take, I'm not yet done, I haven't got natural gas liquids going. I'm doing this one. It's processing the raw gas. So I'm going to copy that one and paste it into there. I've got 2 outputs for acid gas, and I've got 1 output for natural gas liquid. So I only actually need to build on 2 of these. But I'm going to build on 3 of them. So sort of, basically I'm just going to future-proof this entire thing. So if I go out, there is where the first one goes. And I do it like that. And then it comes back down to here. There. See how that one's going? And then I can do the same back over here. And although it doesn't need to be done quite like this, then I've sort of got a future-proofed build here that then if I need to change a recipe later and I've got separate ones, I don't then have to worry about adding in loads and loads of extra pipes everywhere. I've already got most of them in place, and I just add in like a couple of extra little bits. So I've got all of the bits in there that I need to have. Right on there. This is quite tall. It'd be better if I had that up the other way, but you know, that's fine. We won't worry about that too much. And fill all of those in. I definitely don't want that one over there. Go here. And there, like that. There. I go back and I will check that where I accidentally spread the pipe along a second ago, it's still in the right place. That one's alright. Did I come off the end? No, I didn't come off the end of that one. That one's fine. And then I can already see those connections. There's these connections here. You just got to make sure that you have got them all where you can't quite see where the ends of the pipes are. And that's absolutely fine. So I've got acid gas. I want to store acid gas coming out of this one, which I'm going to put here. And I'm going to do a double storage at the moment because I don't have enough landfill up there anyway. And that one is going to go here like this, and that's just going to plug straight in onto the side. So that's one acid gas on there. And then I've got another one over here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the outside edge of those two, and then I'm going to bring that one up and back. And I'm just going to loop that round. I don't even need to have that second output on there. Definitely don't need to have it connected in over here, but I'm going to do it anyway. And then I'll remove that end pipe there, and I'll bring it back over this side. And as this is the main product that is going to be coming off of this particular bit, I will put 3 tanks right here. And that's going to be storing those. And that's going to come up there. Right. So that's going to be the gas liquids. Acid gas and natural gas liquids. So I got natural gas liquids going into that tank and the acid gas going into the other side. Then I want to go with pipes going across here so that I've got my in-feeds going into these. And I bring that. That's only got to go to there. And then that one will go down here like that, and that will join in. So that's got that coming into there. I've got 19,000 raw gas is already processed into there. In here, we've got 14,000 gas condensates in there. I've got 4,700 of them. If I click down here a bit lower down, excuse me, I got 780,000 in the fluid system in there. I'm going to be running out. I've got 68,000 left on that natural gas on those pumps. They're working right now. That one's empty. No mineable resources left. That one's completely emptied out. I've just got 5 patches left. It won't take long, and they'll all be gone. That'll all have been emptied out. Let's go and put power in on these, like that. And then join in the pipes all the way back through. One here, one here, one here, one here, and one in there. There we go. Boom. They've instantly gone through and they've started manufacturing, and there it's now pumping the stuff out. So I've got acid gas filling up in here. Well, unfortunately, that is all we've got time for. We will come back tomorrow and we will carry on with the bat challenge, continue trying to make 1,000 of absolutely everything. But we'll also take a little short break and try to catch me a door flurp. If you've enjoyed the episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.